Hi all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Afroz and I'm a professional makeup artist based out of Bangalore. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through how to create this brown smoky eyes, which is always in trend. Without wasting much of your time, let's get started. Done with my skin prep already. Let's start off with the color corrector. I'm using the one from Huda Beauty for filter corrector. This is in the shade Peach. I gently take the product with a sponge and dab it on the other side of the container and then apply it on my face. In no time, this has become one of my favorite foundations, the one from Turtur. I find it much easier to blend this with a brush and quicker also. It is a very long stay, full coverage foundation. And I just love the way this gives a very satin kind of finish on the skin and a radiant looking skin once it settles down. Using the same sponge again with whatever is left over on the sponge, I'm taking it to the areas where I need more coverage, like the forehead and the chin area. One thing you need to be really careful while using this foundation is that it dries on very quickly. So you need to be quick in blending it on your skin. There have been days that I have worn this foundation from morning 8 till night 8 or 9 p.m. and I still feel the skin is fresh looking, no oiliness, no stickiness, no heavy feeling on the skin. So it is that good. I hope you're able to see how it's got all my acne marks covered very quickly. I'm using the concealer from Makeup Forever. This is Ultra HD Concealer. Do you generally take the concealer up till your lower waterline? If you do so, that is not required. The natural shadow that is there below your waterline, it's good to have. If you are going to cover that area with the concealer, it's going to make your eyes look a little smaller. So it's not really required to take the concealer up till the lower waterline. You can leave that area as it is. I'll be using a little of the concealer over my eyelids. This is a self-setting concealer where you don't really need to use a setting powder, and I feel this gives the best result when a setting powder is not used. At least for me, it has worked good that way. That's another reason, I've not been able to stop this concealer. I don't have to, always set it with the setting powder. You could also use an eye primer here over your eyelids instead of a concealer. Using the same concealer around my nose area, just a little brightening, and the corners of your lips and a little bit on the chin. With this concealer, I've hardly seen my under eye area creasing even after a long day wear of it. Though we don't need a setting powder, I hardly see this product getting settled into the fine lines, which is a very good thing. I think that another reason for that is because the formula is so thin in nature, it settles on very well in the skin. For eyebrows, I'll be using this one from Maybelline, Define and Blend. Like really guys, this is one of the issues I have with drugstore products. You see how it drops off? Oh god, seriously, why don't drugstore products give some consideration to the packaging, right? It's such a good product, but why not give a little bit attention to the packaging? It is such a nice one. The labeling of this has got erased within few months of use, and even the lid itself comes off every time I open the product. Okay, Gagan, pause. Oh, गिर गया नीचे. Managed to get this fixed. Let's move forward with the application. Now I am scared to turn this around, but let's do that slowly. Using the spoolie and brush the hair out. Just see where else I need the coverage. I think it broke again. Okay. Being very careful in using the spoolie while turning this pen. There is one more product from drugstore, Revlon eyeliner, which I have used multiple times. It is such a good eyeliner, but unfortunately I'm not able to carry that while I travel because the packaging is so sad. The cap doesn't close completely, so I'm not sure of taking this while I'm traveling. It can open and it can lead to leakage of the product. These are the issues which I don't like at all about drugstore. If you also like some of the products from the drugstore but have issues with their packaging, please do let me know in the comments. I'll be interested in knowing them also, for my own awareness and future references. I am using this powder from Sika No Sebum Shimmer Powder. I know I did mention that this foundation in particular doesn't need a setting powder. That's the reason I'm using this powder, which has a little bit shimmer, will bring that, radiant looking skin. I'm just using this on the cheek area. It brings in such a nice glow on the skin and it lasts long. It doesn't disappear in the skin after a few hours of application. Little on the forehead and the bridge of the nose. Now coming to the main part of the video, the brown smoky eyes. For today's brown smoky eye look, I'll be using this Dip Down Pro Longwear Fluid Line from MAC. This is a small container from MAC and it's a perfect product to create the brown smoky eyes, and it's an easy blendable product. I'll show you how it's done. Taking a very little of it on the tip of your finger, I want to rub this on my eyelid. Make sure you just take a little amount of this product because it's very pigmented. Blending this out with the blending brush. Do you see how easy it is to blend this out? I have not taken anything extra on the tip of my finger. With whatever is remaining, I'm using that on the other eyelid. As you see, this little amount of the product is able to give you a good coverage. You would have noticed that I use a concealer on my eyelids, the one from Makeup Forever, but I did not set that up with a setting powder. It did set automatically, and on top of it, I'm able to apply one more cream product. It is not making the makeup look patchy at all, and it's easily blending. So that's how good the concealer is. I'll be using this Tarte eyeshadow palette. Taking a brown from here. I want to slowly blend in the edges of this eyeshadow we applied earlier. Going back to my earlier blending brush, I'm just blending out both the shades now. If you do not have this MAC Dip Down with you, you can also use a darker shade of brown to create the smokiness in the eye. And then take a lighter shade over the crease. Now using the Intense Gel Kajal from Faces Canada, I want to draw a thin line close to the waterline. We'll take a smaller brush and smoke this out. You just need to do these directions towards the upward side to create that smoky effect. But make sure it is close to your waterline. Taking the big blending brush again, I want to slowly blend this black smoky effect into the brown liner that we used earlier. With very less pressure on the brush, I'm moving towards this direction so that we don't see any harsh lines. I hope you're able to see how nicely a smoky effect is created already on this eye. Let's do the same on the other eye. Taking a very little of the product on the pencil brush from MAC Dip Down, I want to have this light shadow created with the shade on the lower waterline. To create the same effect, I'm using the same pencil brush and taking the shade from the Tarte eyeshadow palette. I will be doing this on the lower waterline, just below the lower waterline. Using the mascara from MAC Stack. Using the bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. I am a person who can miss blush but not bronzer in my makeup routine. Like I've said multiple times, this actually adds good warmth to the face and brings back the natural shadows which gets vanished or disappeared by using foundation and concealer. So I am absolutely fine to miss blush but not bronzer. I want to take this into the hairline. I like this bronzer a lot, but it takes patience and time to work with this product because the pigmentation it has. It's so highly pigmented that I cannot go wrong with the application or overdo in the first go. So you need to patiently work with this product. This is one of those bronzers which do not make your skin look little orangish. So I'm not a big fan of those bronzers which has an orange tint in it. But this is a very nice warm brown color kind of shade. We'll be taking a little bit on the jawline. While you apply bronzer on the jawline, you want to make sure that your direction of the brush is towards the inside or towards the neck. This way you'll be able to create natural shadow and make your jawline look slimmer. Using a smaller brush to do the bronzing on the nose. Blush, I'm taking this one from MAC. It's in the shade Melba. Frankly speaking, I really don't feel the need of blush today, but I'm just bringing that little light or color to the face. I feel this whole look without the blush will also look nice. People who are generally heavy-handed on blush can go wrong easily with application of a lot of amount at one go, but you cannot go wrong with this MAC blush if you're heavy-handed. It's a perfect product to work with. It is a very forgiving product, if I can say. It's a slowly buildable powder blush. Using this lip liner from Sugar in the shade Taffeta Terracotta. Pairing this up with a NARS lipstick in the shade Thunder Kiss. So this is my final look, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. The best part of brown smoky eyes is it's always in trend. You can wear brown smoky eyes on any outfit, Indian outfit or Western outfit, or for any occasion. If you enjoyed watching this video, please hit on the thumbs up button. Please do share this video with your friends and family, and do subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet. Until my next one,